Hi everyone, welcome to delayed coverage, but it's live currently on ITV4+1 if you want to watch it with us. We're just going through right now as well, so if you're on ITV4+1 hour, join us now for coverage of the British Touring Car Championship. Should we go through the grid then? Row 1 sees Rory Butcher on pole position, alongside him is Tom Ingram. Row 2 sees Dan Lloyd and Aidan Moffat. Row 3, Josh Cook alongside Colin Turkington. Row 4 sees Ash Sutton and Dan Rowbottom. Row 5, Stephen Jelly and Jason Plato. Row 6, Tom Oliphant and Ollie Jackson. Row 7 sees, Tom Oliphant and Ollie Jackson. Row 8, Chris Smiley, Senna Proctor. Row 9, Carl Boardley, Sam Osborne. Row 10, Aaron Taylor-Smith and Jack Butel. Row 11 sees Jack Goff and Tom Chilton. Row 12, Jake Hill and Jade Edwards. Row 13 sees Rick Paffett alongside Nick Hamilton. Row 14, Andy Neat and Adam Morgan. And row 15 sees Gordon Shedden, Sam Schmidt and Jack Mitchell at the back. Butcher has 75 kilograms of ballast, Ingram 66, Lloyd 57, Moffat 48, Cook 39, Turkington 33, Sutton 27, Rowbottom 21 as well, and the rest go down the order. If you are just joining us, you can watch this race as well if you're in the UK on ITV4+1 hour, and you can watch our watch-along coverage with that channel as well. We are on time. And the reason, by the way, we're on an hour later, as you know, is because of the Formula One race we had at Russia. That was very, very dramatic. So instead, luckily, we have this round of the championship, which is on exactly an hour after. So this is round 23 of the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship, about to come your way as well. Rory Butcher was not under investigation for a yellow flag infringement, as we thought he would be after the end of the first race earlier on today, which is great news, which means that he is A-OK to take part in today's championship round 23, starting from pole position. The championship is changing positions as well. It's still being led by Ash Sutton, but they're closing in on the front for the battles as well. So watch out, because it is going to be a lot of action and a lot of game on racing as well. But the big anticipation here is that this is going to be one hell of a race, because this is the second race of the day. It's the same result as race 1, set the grid. So we're in for an interesting setup as they line up. We're now, by the way, using the first 2 rows of the grid. Earlier on, we had to leave it clear because of a bit of a delay with the Formula 4s. But we now have pole position to Rory Butcher from pole position. And the Formula 4 race happened just after we went off air for British Touring Car Race 1. So that was the reverse grid 1. We're coming under the starters' orders then. We have some live timing up here in the box, and you will also see the basic live timing. But everything else, no idea what's going to happen next. It's all up to what the drivers do as we get ready. Nick Hamilton lining up, Jack Mitchell as well. Starting last on the grid, starting 25th on the grid, also effectively is Andrew Jordan. Andrew starts in the pack from the pit lane, actually, just come down. So Andrew Jordan's time for the pit lane. Turkington's mother watching on, fingers crossed as well. And then Tom Ingram's mother also doing the same thing. Okay then. Revs are up. We're ready for a start for round 23 of the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship to get underway here. Red lights are on. Lights out. Away we go. Good start, actually, from Rory Butcher this time as well. But immediately from the second row, Josh Cook getting a great start. Ingram follows Butcher as they head in towards the first turn at Cobb's Corner. And Josh Cook has had an amazing start. Cook's really attacking here now. And Cook's already up into third place. He started 5th. Great getaway. Butcher holding off Ingram as well as they come into Beckett's hairpin. Are we going to see any drama? No, it looks like they might just all get away from this so far with a bit of dignity as well. Side by side, Jade Edwards getting forced out back there as well as they come down. Josh Cook looking left and right to try and get ahead of Ingram down in towards Brooklands. It hasn't worked off as well. Oliphant to P10, Smiley actually in P12, Proctor to P14 as well as they swing round. Turkington getting a little love tap from smash Sutton as well. Dan Lloyd looking to go around the outside. Andrew Jordan, by the way, has now started this race on the pit lane, so he's now got going, which is great news, as you can see. He's down in last place at the moment as we start lap 2. It's Butcher, Ingram, Cook, Moffat, Turkington, Lloyd, Sutton, Rowbottom, Jelly, Smiley, Jackson, Oliphant, Plato. Then it's Proctor, Osborne as well as they come through. Loads of cars going off the track as well, still side by side, battling between them as well. And this again, Tom Chilton in number 3 as well, but going up into P16, he's got ahead. Hills to 17th, Alan Taylor-Smith running through the order, dropping down to 18th position at the moment. So they're all bumping and balling as well as they come down once again the Wellington Straight. If you want to watch along with us, you can. If you're on the UK, go to ITV4 plus 1 hour, and you can watch this race in real time with us. Well, it's lap 2 of 22 as well, so that timing graphic is correct, by the way, for everything you need to know. As everyone's still getting circulative, as they're all looking good then, and safe as Butcher leads Ingram. But Josh Cook's right with him as well. So, yeah, this is now also what you've got to think of. How much power have these guys got down the start-finish straight as we come into the first part of the turn? Ingram's on the back there, side by side. Jade Edwards is up a few positions. Somebody's slow somewhere. Oh, Sam Schmidt's still in the pit lane, so Sam's into the pit lane. The 23 squad car is now 30th overall on the timing page, as you can see. So we'll have to see what the change around will be later on. Turkington, though, still circulating quite quick. Moffat now P4, so they're on board with Turkington, looking ahead to Moffat. Josh Cook, though, got a lightning getaway. Starting this way is, what, P5? Already moving up the order. Oh, and Nick Hamilton's in the gravel. Hamilton's in the gravel, so is this going to deploy the safety car? Yep, it is. Safety car deployed. Has to be. So they'll race until they see the check. They'll race until they see the safety car boards. But that was sort of inevitable that the safety car would have to come out. So 2 racing laps completed. Lap 3 held behind the safety car. And now lap 4 as well will trigger it. There's the boards as well, as everyone now form up, single file, behind the Porsche. It's Butcher, Ingram, Cook, Moffat, Turkington, Sutton, Lloyd, Rowbottom, Jelly, and Smiley completing the top 10. And actually, looking at it as well, who's got the... Oh, and Hamilton's actually been pushed out the gravel. So this safety car should only be out for a lap or so. So that's actually great news for us that we're not going to have that much. So the race will be extended to 23 laps. And Hamilton doesn't lose a lap either. He gets out ahead of the safety car. So Hamilton's not going to lose a lap here. Let's take a look at the start. Great start from Ingram, but Butcher immediately cut across the track as well. Dan Lloyd had a great start. He went right round the outside of everybody. He got ahead of Sutton as well, actually, through Copse Corner. And battling through side by side with him as he comes down in. Oh, this is how Hamilton has spun, I think. Hamilton had 3 into 1, doesn't get. Hamilton got spun off into the gravel. 3 into 1 doesn't go, so that was not Hamilton's fault, the reason he spun off at the Beckett's hairpin. Safety car in this lap then, we're coming for a quick restart. It wasn't a long safety car, which is great news. It was only a lap as they come circulating. The Butcher now will control the wheel spin. The race will be extended to 23 laps per the regulations. Here, of course, which is fantastic. Green flags are racing. We're back here now. Yep, we're racing. 23 laps ahead of us, and we are go. And how was that across the line? 4:24 as they cross the control line with the green flag at the exit of Woodcote as well. Butcher, Ingram leading, Cook, 6/10 between them as well. Moffat going a little bit too wide at the exit there at turn 1 at Copse Corner as they head down towards Maggett and Beckett. Looks like Turkington was trying to have a little look through on the inside, couldn't, decided to back out of it. And everyone now just starting to pace themselves as they come round Beckett's. There's still a few manoeuvres going on though, but no one going for a massive do-or-die manoeuvre. Everyone being very sensible and knowing that you don't want to lose it. You can lose a race on a restart as well. Down towards Brooklands. Ollie Jackson trying to go around the outside as well. That's Jackson trying to pass Smiley for the 10th place positions as well at the moment. So Smiley's just shutting the door. Jackson shuts it for him as well by trying to the outside position as they come through Woodcote now. Across the control line once again and down towards Copse Corner. Butcher leads for a 6th time across the line as well. And Alan Taylor-Smith has moved up to 18th place, but Jake Hill has moved up to 16th. He's past Chilton. So Chilton down to 17th. Hill up into 16th place now. Which is a relief. Turkington, a 58.349. He has the fastest lap of this race so far. As everyone now runs through. Turkington then 5th. He's on the back as well, but look at this. Moffat's now still having to go defensive as Turkington's trying to go right around the outside, so Turkington is trying to push him. As at the inside, Ingram gets passed by Josh Cook. Cook throws it up the inside and gets ahead, and Turkington's passed Moffat too. Moffat holding around the outside, and Josh Cook now back through. Cook holding off Ingram. Ingram's on the grass, then wheel to wheel. And Honda versus Hyundai, side by side. Ingram has the inside line coming through Woodcut. Josh Cook trying to send it around the outside, coming into Cobb's corner. Oh, that's going to be close to contact. Ingram's going to have to give him some room. They're still side by side too, through Cobb's corner. Josh Cook off the track. They're still side by side. Turkington gets chopped off now by Moffat. Ingram now trying to hold the inside line, coming through into the Beckett's hairpin. And he's got it. And now that Josh Cook's on the outside line, here comes Aidan Moffat. Moffat's wants a pushing hard now. Can't do it. Turkington's following through. Ingram goes through. Ingram's still now to P2, so that's changed over. So Ingram's P2, Cook's down to 3rd, maybe even 4th. Here comes Turkington trying to find a way through. Hasn't through. Moffat can't find a way through on Josh Cook. Turkington stays back as well. Just all wanting to just sort of say, oh, hold on. Don't want to push too hard here. What a fantastic battle we're having here. Lap 7 of 23. And Turkington holding the gap. Dan Lloyd's lost 5 places at the moment as well. That's a big shocker. Josh Cook improving into 3rd place. Jelly moves to 8th as well as they switch back through. And looking at that, Adam Morgan's up to 21st place. Jade Edwards is down to 22nd place at the moment. So bad run there for Jade as they swing back through now. There's the ballot. All 3 abreast into one. That doesn't go. So that's Stephen Jelly, Chris Smiley, and Dan Lloyd side by side. Further back, so yeah, Jelly, Smiley, Lloyd. That's 8, 9, and 10. Jack Butel fighting his way through as well. Butel's down in 20th place at the moment. There's Jade Edwards battling with Adam Morgan once again as we come side by side again into Brooklands. And Jackson's dropped down. Ollie Jackson is dropping down the timing screens massively. Jade Edwards now to 22nd place. You can see on the monitor. So Jackson's dropped into 20th at the moment. I wonder what happened there. As we are on lap 8 of 23. Lap 9 now. We can finish on 8 minutes plus a lap behind the safety car. Lloyd now is quicker than Plato by 1/10 of a second. Oh, and Jade Edwards is off into the gravel trap. And that's going to be a safety car, surely. Jade Edwards is out of the race. She's in a gravel trap. Now, if that's down at here at the Beckett's complex, then they can push her back. Maybe this is not going to be a safety car like we first thought. Oh, and side by side now for 2nd place. Ingram's left the door open. Josh Cook trying to go right round the outside, coming into Brooklands. Ingram's going to have to go defensive. Cook's forcing him to try and take the line. Ingram has the inside line. Can he hold it? And they're touching. Ingram goes through. Josh Cook can't. Oh, and Carl Bordley has stopped sector 1. So Carl Bordley and Jade Edwards have stopped on the track, and there it is. So this will now be a safety car, yeah. And that's Cobb's corner for Carl Bordley. He's trying to find reverse. I wonder if he's hit Jade Edwards. Oh, and that's Jade's car off at the exit of So that's the exit left road into Woodcut. So Jade Edwards is off at Woodcut. And there's the contact. Bordley got hit. Who did Bordley got hit by? So, not sure who hit Bordley there. So, Bordley got whacked off there as well. Procton's in now, holding off as well for Peter. Safety car. Safety car, yeah, had to be, really, with the cars in the way. So, safety car deployed once again. So, how long is this one going to be out for? That's the question. Because it's a runner order of how long. And this is what happened. Oh, Jade got banged off by Gordon Shedden. Shedden completely cut Jade off, and Jade was in the gravel. Now that is Gordon Shedden being a bit of a melon there. That'd be a penalty for Gordon Shedden for forcing another driver off the track. There was no room. Jade was on a racing line. Gordon just sent up the inside too hot and whacked her off the track. So, yeah, that'll be Shedden with a penalty next race. That's not on from Gordon at all. I expected better from a champion of this series. So, safety car is out then on lap 11 of 23 here for the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship. I wonder how long we're going to be under the safety car as the field trying to separate. What is this? Jason Plato trying to drop behind cars here. Plato is down in 14th place. He's been passed now by 4 cars. So Jason dropping behind. Positions he gained under safety car maybe. Jade's out of the car, not happy. You can see it in her face as well. She's really angry actually, you can tell. But Jade's such a quick driver as well. She deserves as much respect out there as anybody else. And that's what Gordon wasn't showing her. And I think Gordon deserves a big penalty for that one going into race 3. At 5:05 British Summer Time. As they run through. Safety car is out then. And this race now will be extended by another 2 laps. So this race will be a 25-lap race. No ifs or buts as they chance to circulate. And while we spend a few laps under the safety car, I don't think we're going to go green anytime soon. We're going to see a replay now as well. And this is, I think, Jade Edwards having her error as well. Oh, no, and our timing graphics have glitched again. So it's looking like I've got this here as well at the moment, isn't it? I'll have to release it manually. So apologies for this at the moment. Our timing graphics have actually glitched at the moment. So while I rectify that, it's still lap 12 of this race. Jade walks back in to a massive applause, I might add, as well, to the back of the field. As they all now circulate. And listen to this. Listen. Listen to the crowd as well. Massive round of applause for Jade Edwards there as well. Looking to be another cracker as they come through. And now, with the safety car out for presumably a while as well. We're just waiting for lap 13 to come around so we can refresh the timing graphics for you. And then we're going to show you the... Actually, no, we're going to stay with it for a while. As I think we're now more into the time duration as we would have been if we hadn't gone away. So, yeah, that's how it is at the moment. British Touring Car Championship Race 3 coming up 5:05. Don't forget later on tonight as well, the IndyCar finale is going to be a cracker. 8:15 we're on air. I think green flag coming soon as well. Just having a little look as they come across the line. There you go, lap 13. There we go. So we're now up to date with the graphics. Let's have a replay of earlier on in the race as well. So let's have a look. So yeah, 8:30 I think is green flag time at the moment. So we're just trying to see the official start time, so we're not caught off. Green flag is at 45 minutes past 8. So we'll be on air 8:30, I presume, for all of the build-up to a great race. So stay tuned for that one as well. Later on tonight, the IndyCars. Jade Edwards' car now just being taken away. Safety car still out, 13:23. If anyone's watching, get in touch on the YouTube chat as well. If you want to watch along with us, this is currently on ITV4 plus 1 hour. So this is delayed, but only exactly by an hour. So this race happened exactly an hour ago. So if you live in the UK, go to ITV4 plus 1 hour and watch along with us as well. Safety car still out then on lap 13 after Jade Edwards got hit off the track by Gordon Shedden. And I think Shedden is now under investigation for that manoeuvre as well. So we'll wait to see what happens in the next race. So Jade Edwards kind of just behind. So another lap or 2 at least behind the safety car right now before we go green. Last lap time was last lap behind the safety car was 1 minute 30 behind the safety car. So this might be the last lap behind the safety car then to go racing lap 15. And race will be extended to 25 laps because we already had one safety car earlier on that put it a lap forward. So lap 24 and 25 will be the bonus overtime laps, i.e. what you see in NASCAR was brought in here so that we get most laps running, because then hopefully every safety car can be filled in a couple of laps. Looks like it will be. It always adds 3 extra laps on to the end of the race. And if you get into a situation where the safety car comes out in a overtime section of the track, then the race will be extended by 1 more lap and then red flagged so that they can do a count back But that has not happened since Alton Park earlier on this year. I think was the last time that happened when the red flag came out and the race wasn't resumed. Safety cars through Brooklands now, and yellows are still there. No sign of the green flag, and they would have been backing up by now. So at least another lap behind the safety car. So lap 15 will also be behind it. So it gives, what, a 10-lap sprint, effectively, as the JCB is struggling, actually, to get Jade Edwards' car behind the pit wall. So it's taken a long time. Safety car is out. And you lose things to say quite quickly, but yes, the JCB has got Jade Edwards' truck right behind and can keep going as well. If you want to watch, as I said, ITV4 plus 1 hour right now. Get on it and we'll watch this delay race coverage with us, and then we'll be live for the last race of the day. This race is delayed due to the due to the Formula 1 race at Russia. Jade Edwards was watching in, just shrugging her shoulders, saying, well, what can I do? But Jade will be very happy. Alan Hyde talks to her now as well to do an interview. Safety car lights are off, so we are going green this lap then, which is great news. Now, Rory Butcher leads the way from Ingram, Cook, Moffat, Turkington, the top 5. Butcher's gone early this time, but is that safety car into the pit lane? No, the safety car's not there. Butcher's hit the accelerator, but the safety car isn't in the pit lane yet. Is it in now? No. Green. So, yeah, Butcher just timed that to perfection. If he'd gone a couple of seconds earlier, the safety car wouldn't have been in the pit lane. 25 laps of racing. We're underway once again here as we start lap 16. So, Butcher leads. Ingram through as well. Cook right behind him as well. Butcher took a little bit of grass there through turn 1. Went a little bit wide. Gap now between them is 0.4 of a second. The gap between Cook and Ingram is only 0.2 of a second. So they're closing in quite dramatically at the moment as well as they come in. Turkington having the inside line, trying to pass Moffat, not paying off either. Oh, we got a yellow. That's Sam Schmelt. Sam Schmelt has stopped on the track, and that's another yellow sector 2. And double yellows mean no overtaking. There's overtaking coming into the apex of Brooklands, though, and boy, does Josh Cook know it. Trying to go on the inside, can't find a way through. So there's no overtaking down the Wellington Straight because of that yellow that's in sector 2. So we'll remember that. No safety car, though, so be thankful for small mercies that there's no safety car, honestly. Lap 17 of 25. Butcher has sort of escaped this little battle, but I think he made a mistake at the last corner, so he's been caught up by it now as Dan Lloyd dives up the inside and he gets ahead of Oliphant as well. Senna Proctor, fastest lap of the race, a 58.104. Oh, and Josh Cook dives up the inside of Tom Ingram at Beckett's, side by side down the Wellington Straight. And, Josh Cook should have the advantage. Ingram has the inside line, though, coming into the braking zone. Ingram might get ahead here. They're going to be so careful. Double yellow flags, though, and they were side by side overtaking. So Josh Cook hang on, guys. Respect the double yellows. You'll be under investigation for that one, surely. They were side by side and racing under double waved yellow flags. And Josh Cook back on the inside. He's on the grass. He's got it alongside. Coming through Luffield as well. Down towards Woodcote. They're side by side once again. Cook has the inside line. Ingram forced out wide. And Josh Cook gets second place. Ingram drops to third. Cook takes second. Moffat can't find a way through. Ingram shuts the door way before Moffat gets there. But Josh Cook takes second place as now Ingram's on the back of him as well. Moffat on the back of him. It's all sorts of drama now, all sorts of action, and still trying to have a way through. Still trying to find a way through. Still can't find a way through. Proctor, as I said, fastest lap of this race. Spinner! Bino, big one! Who was that spinning? Senna Proctor off the road, having a spin as well. And Sutton dives up the inside of Turkington. This is crucial for the championship. Turkington has the outside line, though. Manages to hold it off. So it hasn't paid off as well that time. You thought it might. It did not. So lap 19 of 25, if I'm correct. No, lap 19 of 25. As they start circulating. Oh, who's that falling down the order? Oliphant and Proctor dropping down massively. So it's Proctor who spun and Oliphant who was Oliphant spun with Proctor off the track. So that is what happened there. and what all that little drama was in the midfield between them. I was thinking, what was going on? Why was that happening? And now you know. Forced off the track to gain an advantage. Side by side further back as well. But Cook is actually 1.138 behind Butcher, but could still find a way through. That's the crazy situation at the moment. That's the crazy factor. Sam Osborne looking to the inside of Aaron Taylor-Smith. Jack Goff trying to go on the outside as well. Can't find a way through. Tom Chilton is involved in that carnage battle as well. But they're all still battling together as well. What balmy racing this is. It's fantastic, isn't it? Jack Goff now on the inside. Oh, and that's Ingram. Ingram passing Moffat again. So Moffat got back ahead. Ingram's repassed him into turn 1 at Cobb's corner. Moffat trying to go left and right. Turkington going left and right as well. They're all trying to find ways through as they come into Maggots and Beckett's. The Beckett's hairpin, of course. Now back on the accelerator. Turkington looking like he can get alongside and Moffat can't. Turkington looking to the outside, can't. So it's pretty much all done and dusted as they go into the braking zone for Brooklands. That 20-25. Not long left in this one. On board with Turkington. Sweeping through. Still trying to hold it now. Lap 21. Lap's ticking down quite quickly now, actually, with this one. The last lap time there, 50... Oh, what's last time, actually? 58.4. So, a 1 minute lap, so about 5 minutes of this race left, and then we'll pop off here, ready for later on for race 3. Join us then, of course, the IndyCar tonight as well. Do not miss that one. It's going to be an absolute cracker. Lap 21 of 15. They're still trying to hold it together, aren't they? Still trying to find the right point of the circuit. They don't want to have any accidents. They can't have any accidents. They need to keep calm. Ingram 3rd, Moffat 4th, Turkington 5th, the top 5. Well, yeah, that's top 3 to 5. Oh, and Ingram under pressure as well. Oh, and that's Ingram under pressure for Moffat. Moffat backing up and nearly getting whacked by Turkington. So it's like, it's just ricocheting off the sides as they accelerate hard. Pushing power to power. Oh, and they're touching. Moffat chopped off Turkington there as well. As they come down, start, finish straight. Lap 22. So we're now into overtime racing in the next lap. Lap 23, 24, 25 will be overtime. Butcher, Cook, Ingram, Moffat, Turkington 5th. And they're all now desperately trying to hold on, aren't they? Desperately trying to find the right strategy goal, find the right battery power between them. And sadly, they're just not. They are not having a great run here at all. Now, the gap now. Butcher with maximum ballast on 65 as well. Sorry, 70, oh, was it 75 kilograms? Cook is not on that. So Cook is closing that gap. Was 7/10, now 6/10. So that gap closing as we start lap 23. We're into overtime here for the British Touring Car Championship. The racing laps we should have had. Who's this out? It's HR. Who's in the pit lane? Boardley. Carl Boardley out of the race then. 7/10 the gap now between Butcher and Cook. So Cook's holding off. Ingram's under a lot of pressure right now as well. Out here on the track. So Ingram trying to hold off Moffat, Turkington as well. Turkington's got a good run on Moffat here. Side by side down the Wellington straight. Turkington on the outside line. Moffat has the inside. Ingram's a bit slow. Turkington's going to try and hold him around the outside as well. He's into the braking zone. Ingram's late, too late. Turkington's going to have to go round. Gets forced off. Turkington's done it round the outside. And he's got him into left field. Really strong, good move there from Colin Turkington. And he moves up into 4th position. Clap, clap, clap. Respect. So Turkington's a 4th now. So Moffat should let Sutton through for the championship. That's the way it should go. Moffat should be P6 now. Sutton should go P5. At least for the championship, that position should happen. That battle should happen. And Josh Cook is now right on the back of Rory Butcher. The gap that was 0.4 of a second is now 0.5 even. The gap's closer than ever. So Butcher and Cook racing together now for the race win here. Coming up for a last lap showdown between everybody. Butcher to the inside. He defends it from Cook. Cook's trying to have a go. They're sideways. The pair of them now coming through Brooklands, through Luffield now, into Woodcote as well. Trying to have some power. White flag, last lap, the call here. And Josh Cook has the acceleration power. He's a tenth quicker on the last lap. He's got him. He's in the toe as well as they come down towards Cobb's corner. Butcher defends the inside line. Cook trying to find a way through on the outside. Hasn't paid off. Oh, and off goes Butcher on the track as well. Cook staying with him. Cook gained 3/10 in that last lap. The gap now is 2/10 of a second. Josh Cook locks up. He bump drafts Butcher. Coming through Beckett's as well. Side by side, coming out now, down the Wellington Straight. Is there any manoeuvre that can be done from Josh Cook to get ahead of Rory Butcher? Ingram holding off for third. Turkin is there, and Josh Cook dives on the inside, goes on the grass, locks up, goes too deep. Butcher takes the lead. That was the only opportunity Josh Cook had, and it hasn't worked. Sutton is now... Is he passed? No. Rory Butcher makes it 2 in a row and wins here at Silverstone. Checkered flag is down. Rory Butcher wins round 23 in the Quinfin British Touring Car Championship. It's once, it's twice, it's 3 times a winner. In 2021, Butcher wins from Josh Cook, Ingram, Turkington and Sutton top 5. Sutton was let through by Moffat. Let's go through the results. It's Butcher, Cook, Ingram, Turkington, Sutton, top 5, Moffat, Rowbottom, Smiley, Jelly, Hill, the top 10, Plato, Lloyd, Taylor Smith, Chilton, Osborne with the points, Goff, Butel, Morgan, Jackson, Shedden, Jordan 21st, Oliphant, Mitchell, Neat, Paffett, Hamilton, and out of the race, Bordley, Proctor, Smelton, Edwards as well. What a race! Everyone was there as well. Rory Butcher takes victory, 2 in a row for the Toyota. Josh Cook is second. He had to go for the manoeuvre, but boy, oh boy, what a fantastic race that was. His 3rd win of the year as well, and 2 races in a row here at Silverstone. Rory Butcher and Toyota Gazoo Racing UK love Silverstone. That's it. We'll be back in an hour's time exactly for the conclusion of the day of the touring cars. We'll see you in an hour for race 3 from the Quinfin British Touring Car Championship here at Silverstone. Rory Butcher, though, 2 in a row. Let's see what he can do with 3. We'll see you later on for the last race of the day.